Always a special moment in the pregame ceremonies. The playing of the national anthem as the teams gear up for the tip. We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. Now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. Hey, guys, taking a look at Andre Iguodala. What will we see from him?
Well, Iguodala is just a scary athlete, Kevin. Even among NBA players, he stands out in that regard. Incredibly long, active, fast, quick laterally, and that's why he's so good defensively.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a terrific defender, and with his ball handling ability, he's able to penetrate and finish creatively at the rim, too. Not many teams, guys, in the East did very well against the West last season, and that in mind, you could call Boston's 14-16 record against the conference better than most.
So Golden State will get the first possession. And Curry, here we go. Pass to Bogut. That one rolling around and rims out. Austin with the ball. And for the Celtics against the West, even in the shortened season, they were having a lot of trouble with some of the bigger lineups, Steve. More of the up-tempo teams out west.
Well, the Celtics were old and a little bit small, too. Kevin Garnett played center last year, so they played a lot of small lineups. And when you're small and you're old, sometimes, that's going to cost you, particularly on the road.
Now Curry. Jeff Green missing from long range. Curry dishes to Bogut. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got the first basket of the game for the Warriors. We're about 1 minute into the first. Now here's Rondo. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. Olynyk the pass to Bradley. Feeds it to Rondo. Clock at 6. They set the screen. The three. The second chance effort. Passes shot. Good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Curry against Rondo. Outside Curry. And Thompson kicks to Lee. 11 feet away. Thompson misses.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Rondo drives in. Jeff Green on the wing. Right side, Green goes up the baseline, and that is good.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lee dishes to Curry. Back to Lee. Great D that time from pass.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Bradley kicks to Rondo. Green left side. Green left side. 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Bradley against Thompson. On the wing, Iguodala. Passes it to Lee. 6 to shoot. Hits the jump hook. Lee's got his first basket. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Rondo against Curry. And it's Rondo penetrating. Bass passes to Bradley. The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Here's Rondo. Sweet little floater.
Like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Curry dishes to Lee. The feed to Bogut.
Well, you know, Andrew Bogut essentially missed the first half of last season as he continued rehab from his ankle injury from early 2012. The team did a pretty good job of holding down the fort in his absence. Got off to a hot start, but no question about it, he gives this team a whole different dimension inside when he's healthy.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Celtics have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Bradley kicks to Rondo. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. Here's Bradley. Hits the three-point bomb. Bradley's got his first 3 points of the game. Going back to Bogut, the Warriors took a little heat early on with that trade. You know, they sent their high-scoring guard, Monte Ellis, for Bogut to Milwaukee, and they had to wait a long while for the big man because he came injured to Golden State.
Well, that was the main reason people were upset. They traded their leading scorer for a guy who couldn't even play because he was on the sidelines. But once he was healthy, the trade made perfect sense. Golden State had plenty of firepower in the backcourt. They needed the size and defense that Bogut brought them.
Green, no luck.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Bradley against Thompson. This one for 3. Shot's good. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad Stevens. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Azili's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Just 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The shot by Rondo is no good.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there. A bit of a down season, guys, for Brandon Bass on this past season. His numbers were down pretty much across the board. At 28 years old, he should be in his prime. We'll see how he bounces back this season.
The free throw drops for Bass. And Bass, Steve, a face-up 4. He likes to play in the high post.
Yeah, he likes to kind of face up and either hit that mid-range jumper or drive around you. But I think the best improvement from Bass came at the defensive end of the floor. Doc Rivers really showing praise last year during the playoffs for Bass's defensive improvement.
And so Bass nails both of them.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Curry against Rondo. Lee, a screen on Bradley. Here's Thompson, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Outside Rondo. The drive by Green, and Azili with the block. But they'll get another chance. That's good. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Golden State.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And it's Rondo penetrating. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That is his first foul of the game.
You know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Curry passes to Iguodala. Dishes it to Ezeli. Shot clock at 6. Fades back. No luck. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Outside Bradley. Here's Humphries. That one goes. Count it. And the Celtics lead by 1.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Rondo against Curry. He feeds it to Thompson. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Thompson. And it's the Celtics ball. Outside Rondo. The dish to Humphries. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
See the way he times his passes so well? That was a great assist.
Curry against Rondo. Rondo with the steal. Pass to Bradley. And he gets it to go. Bradley's got 7 points.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Here's Ezeli. Outside for Curry. Now the pass to Ezeli. Shot clock at 5. The tricky little pass fake there, working well.
He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to. Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the Controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
Celtics leading by 3. And it's Rondo penetrating. Bradley with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Tries to save it. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. He kicks it to Ezeli. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And for Mark Jackson, there had been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. And he just finished signing an extension through the 2014-15 season. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there.
Well, the Warriors going to the playoffs last season for just the second time in 19 seasons, guys. Pretty incredible and remarkable, too. But it seems, as Mark Jackson said, that things be a-changing in the Bay Area, and for the better.
And so Ezeli nails both of them. And for the Warriors, a scrappy, hard-fought win over the Denver Nuggets in 6 games. They also, Steve, gave the Spurs a lot of trouble in the second round.
They sure did. That series might have turned out a lot different if they hadn't collapsed in Game 1. But the Warriors showed tremendous resilience in bouncing back and really making that series so competitive.
5 on the clock. Rondo drives in, and the rejection by Ezeli.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
Now here's Rondo. Wallace outside. Rondo against Douglas. Rondo dishes to Lee. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Douglas for 3. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky. You know, last season a mid-level signee by the Celtics. Competes at the defensive end. Offensively, he's a good shooter with his feet set from long range and really kind of likes the corner pocket three-pointers.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Courtney Lee, probably his best shot, Steve, is that three-pointer.
Yeah, I think so. You know, he's a guy who can get out and transition and finish at the rim, but he's got a career three-point average of about 38%. So look for him to be even more aggressive firing away out there.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota with plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Curry kicks to Barnes. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lee.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Rondo drives in. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And, you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
Count the bucket. Ezeli's got 8 points.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Curry against Lee. Kicks it to Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Sullinger. Back to Lee. Here's Wallace. Releases from the wing and drills it. Wallace has got his first 2 points. Warriors trail by 4. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry passes it to Douglas. Out left to the wing. Ezeli dishes to Douglas. Pass to Ezeli. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. He's got 10.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Lee are the 3 and 4. Tony Douglas out there with Curry. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Curry kicks to Spates. He dishes it to Lee. And that one's good. Lee's got his second bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Rondo, and it's blocked by Curry, but they get it back. From deep, and Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Bass. Rondo's got 5 now.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Douglas, the pass to Lee. Lee with the steal. Jumps up, throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. After the basket by Boston, Curry kicks to Douglas. Spades with a screen on Rondo. Douglas against Rondo. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Barnes. They get it back. Feeds it to Douglas. Passes to Lee. Second chance shot. Curry dishes to Spates. There's the bucket. Good.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Outside Rondo. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. And there's the feed to Wallace. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
But it was a year that Gerald Wallace would like to forget. After signing on to be part of the new look Nets, Wallace just didn't live up to the numbers that they were hoping for, and eventually was traded on to Boston.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Well, you look back at a season ago, this is a club that made 78% of its shots from the free throw line, so very comfortable with that stripe.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Well, and back to Wallace last season, Clark, his 2nd worst shooting season in his career.
Well, you'd have to go back to his 3rd season in the league, really, Kevin. And the Nets acquired him from the Blazers in exchange for the draft pick that became Rookie of the Year, Damian Lillard.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And he's good on the 2nd.
Well, you know, last season, I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Here's Bradley, and that one's good. Bradley's got 9. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, you know, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era, you know, with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner, very close to another, but it's just time to move on. And that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode. Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And in the 2nd quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Wallace, the pass to Bradley. Green kicks to Bass. Just 5 on the clock. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala, right side. Thompson from long range. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. On the wing, Wallace lets it go from deep. The shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, even though Draymond Green was the 35th overall pick out of Michigan State, he found a way to contribute right away for the Warriors. Coach Mark Jackson raves about him, saying, quote, he has an incredible basketball IQ. That's the biggest reason why he's on this level. He absolutely gets it. He's a flat-out winner. Kevin, what a great glue guy.
He's a key cog in this young core. Thanks, Doris. Now here's Lee after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Green dishes to Bass. Lee against Green. Bradley gets a screen from Bass. Count that one. Bradley's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Now Douglas. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Thompson. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, Gerald Wallace still a good player in this league, but not quite the defensive lockdown defender and difference maker that he once was.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Mark Jackson had some words for his team over that break. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now, here's Thompson. He has 7. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lee. Rebound, Boston. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Wallace Clark, known as Crash for his aggressive play style. Always a high motor.
Yeah, he's always in the mix. Really aggressive, a guy who rebounds well for his size, will attack you in the open court off the dribble. An all-star and all-defense first team in 2010. Terrific athlete, gives you 100% when he takes the floor. But he's got to up his production this season.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Chris Humphries has checked in for Brandon Bass. Iguodala setting the pick for Lee. On the wing, Iguodala down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson with the bucket.
Kevin, he does a great job of moving without the ball, and he gets a lot of good looks because of that movement. And as long as his teammates are setting screens and looking for him, he can be lethal from the outside.
And that is the key, Steve, but his release in those catch-and-shoot moments is also terrific.
And here is Wallace after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials. Well, you know, Chris Humphries signed by the Nets last season to that 2-year, $24 million contract. Didn't quite live up to the expectations, at least offensively, because in that part of his game, his numbers went south. Rebounding the ball, he was good as ever.
No good on that one. And for Humphries, a tough season. He fell in and out of the rotation.
And he's been pretty consistent over the last 5, maybe 6 seasons. So we'll see if he's able to return to his normal numbers where he's a starting caliber big man.
Azili's checked in for David Lee. And he's good on the second. So it's the Warriors now. 9-point game. Iguodala left side. A step back shot here. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I think the lead they've built here, guys, is in large part due to what they've done on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a +10 advantage in rebounds, and they've been in total control of the backboards.
Now here's Iguodala. Great touch on the 16-footer. Celtics leading by 7. Lee passes to Bradley. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Bradley's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Now here's Douglas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Iguodala's drive. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Douglas can't hit.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
No good from Lee. Warriors trail by 9. Iguodala kicks to Douglas. Back to Iguodala. To the left side wing. Here's Douglas. And that one hits back iron.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
And Lee with the stuff. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Timeout called the Warriors. And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Thompson against Bradley. Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Rondo off the pick from Humphries. Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. And it's Bradley off the drive. And Ezeli with the block. But he recovers it. Dishes to Rondo. 4 on the clock. A second chance effort. And he gets it to go. Rondo's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here's Thompson. 12 points for him.
Well, you know, it's interesting, guys. Klay Thompson, as we all know, is a deadly outside shooter. But I think early in his NBA career, he struggled a bit with his touch around the rim. So it's nice to see as last season wore on, he started to find that touch around the glass and finish against bigger guys, which is much needed at the 2-guard position.
That free throw good from Thompson. Well, and Clark, going back to Klay Thompson, he wants to be a complete player. His dad certainly was, and, you know, Steve, he's just not a shooting specialist.
No, he's got the size and ball handling ability to really attack off the dribble, and he's also become an excellent defender, too. Greg Popovich talked about it during their playoff series a year ago. Thompson really did a nice job at that end of the floor.
Guys, the Celtics went from being a powerhouse in the East to middle of the pack last season, but they still protected their home court as well as anybody. Easy to find inspiration here with the parquet floor under your shoes and the banners hanging over top.
Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 16 points for Avery Bradley.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good, but they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And he gets the bucket. Barnes has got his first 2 points. You do have to love the parquet floor here, as you said, Clark. Pride certainly a factor last season, as the Celtics were able to finish, Steve, with a 27-13 record here at their home.
And even though the Celtics would end up just as the 7th seed in the East, you knew they would control their home floor just because of their veteran experience, their talent, their coaching. So they were really able to ride that home court into the playoffs.
He took good advantage of that screen. 7 points for Steph Curry.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Rondo off the pick from Sullinger. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
The Celtics making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. Right wing. Back to Curry. Thompson against Bradley. Knocked away. Humphries with the steal. The drive by Rondo. He feeds it to Sullinger. Humphries the pass to Bradley. Left side Rondo. Back to Bradley. 5 to shoot. The 19-footer is on the money. Bradley's got 18 points in the game.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Curry dishes to Thompson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut back down to 8 after they get the basket from Stephen Curry. Rondo with it. 7 points in the game. The dish to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 21 points for Avery Bradley.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
And the first half is now in the books. Celtics out in front. They lead by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Mark Jackson. And, Coach, you've got some ground to make up after halftime here, but you're still within striking distance. What's keeping you in this game?
Well, we're a defensive-minded team. Our defense is keeping us in the basketball game. At the end of the day, we're going to make shots. We got to be disciplined. Too many careless turnovers, missing assignments, but we're fine. We're fine.
Coach, thank you so much.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And welcome to halftime, everyone. Great one underway in Boston. The Celtics doing well so far. Offensively, they've been in a zone. A lot of great team play, providing looks from all over the floor. Avery Bradley with a phenomenal first half. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And the Warriors are still in it, going all out. They're in the zone offensively, and when you got it going on like they do, it's going to be so much fun. Stephen Curry's been tremendous in the first half. He's got 12 points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. We're seeing a tremendous game from Bradley.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Olynyk is out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Warriors trail by 8. Curry with it. Now defended by Bass. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, it's always a challenge and a race to get into the playoffs in the West, and the Golden State Warriors were able to do it in large part because they went 19-11 against the Eastern Conference last season. And every win was huge as they secured the 6th seed in the West.
No good on that one. And getting back to the Warriors against the East, they ended up going 500 or better against every division, Steve, in the conference.
Well, they were consistent, there's no question, and a big part of that was their defense improved so much and their rebounding. That's something that Mark Jackson really emphasized this past season, and it paid off in a big way. Golden State really became a very consistent club.
so he can't get either to fall.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on the winning streak after the injury.
Now, here's Bradley. David Lee missing his last shot. Bass's shot, good. Bass has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Celtics. Warriors trail by 10. Outside Curry. Lee left side. Good. Lee's got 6. Well, Clark, as you said with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury. And overall, Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, one of the best motivators in all the NBA is doubt, and the Warriors had plenty of that prior to last season. Coach Jackson made sure to use it to their advantage, however. He would post up where the media predicted them to finish, usually near the bottom of the West. It helped them play with an edge, as David Lee said. That's why we're going to go out there every single night and play with a chip on our shoulder and try to prove somebody wrong. I doubt they'll have that same resource this season, given how they finished, guys.
You're right about that. Thanks, Doris. And the first one drops.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in '07, when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, back to that Warrior road record that Clark was talking about, 19-22, as you said. But I remember an early road trip that, had them go 6-1. Really helped them start to believe in themselves. Steve was a team last season.
Yeah, that included that buzzer-beating win against Miami on Draymond Green's shot. I mean, I think that's when this group really realized that they could make some noise and possibly be a playoff team.
Rondo kicks to Bradley, stolen by Thompson. Curry with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Pass to Thompson. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Iguodala, the pass to Bogut. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Gerald Wallace. He's checked in for the Celtics. Timeout called the Warriors. Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Mark Jackson said to his club. Too many of their shots have been low percentage, he told them. He wants better ball movement on the perimeter to get the shooters better looks. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now, here's Thompson. He's got 14. The pass to Bogut. Just 4 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Curry against Rondo. He kicks it to Green. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Warriors trail by 3. Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at them.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. They set the pick. Thompson against Bradley. Thompson dishes to Bogut. And the layup's good off the glass. Bogut's got 8.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Rondo kicks to Green. Pass to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. Kicks it to Bogut. For the lead. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Bogut. He's got 16. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes, and cashing in.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bass. A stupendous finish in traffic. Bass has got 10 points. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Well, the fans love it. I mean, a tug-of-war, back and forth affair, but if you're a coach, there's a little frustration here. You're trying to pull ahead, but pretty evenly matched game.
You know, one of the worst things to see is a young, speedy, dynamic point guard go down with a torn ACL. It happened to Derrick Rose in 2012, and last year, Rajon Rondo was the victim.
Curry's shot is good.
Boy, that floater takes such a nice touch.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Well, that ACL tear for Rondo and Derrick Rose, both of them on pretty innocuous motions. No contact to speak of. Moves they make 100 times a game, Steve, but both got caught.
Yeah, that's often the way that injury happens, though, without contact. So, difficult year for Rondo. Hard to say, how he could have avoided an injury. That's not happening. The main thing is just fighting to get back, get your knee right, and get going again.
And the Celtics making a change here. Lee's checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. It's their lack of points in transition that has him mainly concerned. They need to be pushing it, he said, creating more opportunities for easy points in the fast break. Also, he wants them building a wall around the rim defensively and forcing shots to come from the perimeter, not in the paint. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, what you love about David Lee is he's a guy with a great combination of skill and effort. Double-double guy almost every night out. He'll give you 3 or 4 assists a game, can hit the mid-range jumper. You can run your offense through him on the elbow. Really, really good player.
And he can't get the first one. And Steve, I give David Lee a lot of credit for scrapping it out at the center position, both in New York and then Golden State. Clark, I never once heard him complain.
No, he's always a team-first guy and goes out there and does what he can to help his team. But he's got to be thrilled to be playing next to a legitimate center in Andrew Bogut.
Good on the second free throw.
I like what I saw last year from David Lee and Steph Curry in terms of leading their team. They talked about it before the season, and you could see it in how they played and prepared.
Now, here is Humphries, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on David Lee. And David Lee had been viewed around the league as a guy who put up good numbers, but didn't really help you win. So it had to be a great feeling for him to lead the Warriors on the season they had this past year.
Well, I think this is the first time Lee has really been in position to win. He was drafted by the Knicks. They had really bad teams at the time, and the Warriors now getting going, adding to that roster. So I think it's unfair to suggest that Lee is not a winner based on his overall record as a player.
And he did lead the league in double-doubles last season, so he was performing with high individual numbers and certainly helping the team. And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Story came out about Chris Humphries last year that basketball wasn't his #1 sport as a kid. He was actually one of the best swimmers in the country as a youngster, but basketball's worked out just fine.
Boston's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. There's Green with the three. There's the bucket. Good. Green's got 6.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, you know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
And I know something else the fans love about him is the way he's capable of going straight over the top of a defender for some monster throwdowns. I mean, we're talking about posterization with capital letters.
Humphries the pass to Green from the baseline and misses it off the right side of the rim. And Clark back to Humphries. He still holds the 10 and under record in the 50-meter and the 100-meter freestyle. Steve, I didn't know that.
Wouldn't you like to see Tim Duncan and Humphries swim against each other? You know, Duncan used to swim as well in his
Yes.
childhood.
Yes.
So I say we put him in the pool. Let's see who the better man is.
Here's Rondo. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Curry against Rondo. The teardrop falls in. Rondo's got 9.
Well, that's what we're used to seeing him do. You know, but he hasn't had his usual impact offensively. I'll tell you what, he needs more touches.
Now here's Iguodala. 6 points for him. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
Sullinger's checked in for Golden State. The Warriors have made 5 of 10 free throw attempts, a lot of misses.
Well, Iguodala moved on from the 76ers to the Nuggets last year, now signs a free agent contract with the Warriors. It looks to be a really good fit. I mean, all that shooting around him, just with the way he can run and defend, should allow Iguodala to be the playmaker that really is his natural game.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Gerald Wallace.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Now here's Rondo. 9 points in the game so far. Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. Here's Lee outside, and that one's good. Lee's got 14 points. And Steve, you mentioned how tough Iguodala is in transition. Great ball handler for his size. And Clark, I know you love his athleticism.
Yeah, he's really a point forward offensively, but he can finish big, and he's always putting pressure on the defense when he's in attack mode. A good ball handler and passer. His outside shooting is up and down, but I'd love to have him on my squad. He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Down low, here's Sullinger. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Now here's Spates, and it's blocked by Sullinger. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Lee goes in. He dishes it to Rondo. Back to Lee, launches it, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Curry against Rondo. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Can't hit. Good D by Lee. The Celtics on offense. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And it's Rondo penetrating. Now here is Humphries. Defense right on him. Takes it from 10, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
Now here's Curry. He's got 19, right wing. Azili dishes to Curry. Good D by Lee.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead, doing the dirty work down low.
Yeah, and Clark, you know, rebounding's a team effort. Everybody's boxing out. Everyone is accountable. They're doing a nice job collectively.
Now here's Rondo after the miss from Stephen Curry. Wallace goes in, and it's sent back by Barnes, but he stays with it. Good. And now a 9-point Celtic lead. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Curry passes it to Iguodala. Feeds it to Spates. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Over to the left wing. And here's Barnes for 3. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Rondo off the pick from Sullinger. On the wing, Wallace. Here's Rondo. Some solid defense here from Barnes. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Warriors trail by 9. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. It's Lee and Bogut inside. Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. And it's Barnes in at the 3. And he gets it to go.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Now, here's Green. Back to Rondo. Right side, Rondo. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Talk about some great numbers for Bass. He's got 10 points and also an assist.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Warriors trail by 8. Barnes kicks to Bogut. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the first one at the line is good. And Bogut drops them both. Boston leading by 6. Rondo dishes to Green. Back to Rondo. There's the screen. passes to Olynyk. The feed to Rondo. Dishes to Green. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry gets the screen from Bogut. Curry attacking. Bogut the pass to Curry. And the shot is good. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Curry against Rondo. With some arc, and it's sent back by Bogut. They get the rebound. Here's Bass, and finally that one's good. Bass has got 4 this quarter.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Some good play from Bogut in this one. 12 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
Yeah, he's played really well, moving the ball around, and you'd like to see the rest of the team kind of get into that same passing groove that he's in.
Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Bradley. And that one's good. Bradley's got 23 points.
Boy, he's been locked in. Anytime he's gotten an even halfway decent look, he's knocked it down.
And I think they'd be staring at a big deficit if they hadn't gotten the lights-out shooting he's given them.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Bass. The shot by Lee. And it's Golden State with another.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Harrison Barnes was thought to be a shooter more than a slasher when he came into the league, and while he's been able to be effective from distance, he showed off some of his incredible athleticism with his ability to get to the rim, too.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Now here's Rondo. And Olynyk kicks to Green. Shot is no good. Nice D from Bogut. And for Harrison Barnes, he's worked on his ball handling a lot to enhance his ability to drive.
Yeah, footwork, ball handling, passing. Those were the areas where he really didn't shine at North Carolina. But he's worked hard at his game, and he's rounded out his offensive repertoire really well.
Never seemed to blink. Handled the big stage, I thought, well.
Yeah.
Now here's Bradley. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Rondo kicks to Bradley. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Bradley's got 4 points this quarter. Bradley against Thompson. The dish to Bogut. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Olynyk.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
Warriors trail by 7. Outside Curry. Right side Curry. Pass to Bogut. Back to Curry. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Boston leading by 7. And here's Rondo. Jeff Green on the wing. Outside Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to end his cold spell. Green, no luck.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's 10 points for Barnes.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Rondo drives in. Green kicks to Rondo. Outside Bradley. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Bradley's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, that shot keeps him at 100% from the field this quarter.
Curry against Rondo. Lee, a screen on Rondo. Curry dishes to Lee. That's good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Rondo with it. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. It's tipped. Curry with the steal. Here's the break. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Barnes.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Now here's Bradley. Rondo passes to Bass. Rondo kicks to Green. 6 to shoot. Rondo drives in. Olynyk. Nice D from Bogut.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Here's Thompson. Curry dishes to Lee. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Green kicks to Olynyk. The pass to Rondo. Olynyk dishes to Rondo. It's stolen by Bogut. Outside Curry. Left side Curry to tie it up. Again, Golden State. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
I understand that they're trying to be aggressive, but still, I mean, you can play fast but still play efficiently, but they're not doing that right now.
Now here's Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Olynyk. 4 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his second foul of the game. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. Outside Bradley. Trains it from beyond the arc. Bradley's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Curry passes to Thompson. Takes it from 10. And that one hits back iron.
Well, I think he shouldn't have forced that one. Instead, he should have passed it off.
Bradley with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Rondo off the pick from Bass. Rondo kicks to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Bass with a screen for Rondo. Bradley drives in. Thompson with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Brandon Bass. Warriors trail by 3. Curry dishes to Lee. Shoots, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 13 points for David Lee. Outside Rondo. Olynyk the pass to Green. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Green left side. And his offense just hasn't been there.
Well, I think sort of just playing this one out now as they get the last rebound. They really haven't had much success today controlling the missed shot.
Iguodala, that's good.
Well, he's a really difficult cover because if he gets anywhere near the rim, he can finish. Great strength, the ability to convert in the lane. Boy, that's tough to defend.
And applies even if he has to absorb contact getting to the rim.
Here is Rondo after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Olynyk can't hit. Curry with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Curry gets the screen from Bogut. Humphries against Lee. He kicks to Iguodala. Outside Curry. Rebound Boston. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Humphries dishes to Bradley. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Celtics lead by 2. And at Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, what's that, 7 lead changes already here? So this is a great matchup. Guys, 2 competitive teams going at it.
On its way from Curry for 2. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 102. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Rondo penetrating. Pass to Humphries. Back to Rondo. And the call will be against David Lee. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A minute 42 left in the fourth. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Here's Olynyk. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And so it's Golden State with it. Trailing by 2. Thompson against Bradley. It's Thompson off the drive.
Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He's got 16 points, a couple of nice steals, too.
He has been fundamentally sound today, making great passes and knocking down his free throws.
And, guys, those are 2 things they've really needed from him.
First, and that narrows the gap to 1. He hits both from the stripe.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Boston's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And it's Rondo penetrating. Bradley passes to Rondo. Back to Bradley. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Rondo dishes to Olynyk. The shot is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Curry kicks to Lee. It's stolen by Green. Outside Bradley. All alone. Yes!
He is just tearing it out this court. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Curry. Money! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Here's Bradley. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Thompson. And it's the Warriors' ball. And here is Curry. Kicks it to Lee. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson, left side. Oh, off target.
What was the defense doing there? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Here's Rondo. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to... Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics, Jeff Green and Chris Humphries at the forwards. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. And it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. Rondo off the pick from Olynyk. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded by Azili. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
So far in this game for Rondo, he has 12 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense, putting on a fantastic performance.
And that one falls for Rondo. And so Rondo hits both free throws. So it's the Warriors now. Now here's Curry. Olynyk with the steal. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. And that one's good. Bradley's got 36.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Rondo against Curry. Now Lee inside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That free throw from Lee is good.
Looking at the game for Lee, he has 9 rebounds and 1 assist.
That one is no good. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
We play just over a minute here in OT. Now Rondo. He dishes it to Bradley. Feeds to Humphries. Passes it to Olynyk. Some solid defense from Ezeli. The Warriors trail it. Dishes it to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 20 points.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Rondo passes to Brantley. Here's Rondo. The feed to Humphries. 6 to shoot. Back to Rondo. Boston again missing. Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. He used that pick to get in close. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Now we're really seeing them pound that ball inside.
Total offensive dominance in the lane. That's 6 consecutive points coming in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Boston making a switch here. Pass is checked in. Warriors on D. 3-point lead. Outside Rondo. Hit his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Iguodala with the steal. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively. They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
Rondo dishes to Green. Green gets a screen from Rondo. Pass to Brantley. Outside Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bass. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Curry against Rondo. Curry kicks to Lee. It's stolen by Green. Right side Green. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Bass.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Thompson for 3. The rebound by Olynyk. The Celtics have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since they got started here in overtime. Rondo drives in, takes the lead. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Outside Curry. He feeds it to Iguodala. From outside, off the mark. The Celtics have gone a little over 50% from the field in overtime. They're 4 of 6. Rondo passes to Green. Rondo with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. The drive by Rondo inside. Olynyk connects, and that bucket ignites the crowd.
Crucial bucket there, and you hear it in their reaction.
And you can feel the energy throughout this building right now. What a huge shot.
Offensive rebound. Lee to stop the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. falls, so he hits both of them.
He just has such a great rhythm at the line, whether it's with a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance like it is now.
This is a huge possession.
You've got to execute under pressure. We're going to see what they're made of.
That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rondo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they've got the clock stopped.
And he is unable to get the second one. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 2. 15 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what do you think?
Well, what do you think, Clark? Do you go for the 2 or the 3 here?
I don't think you choose one or the other ahead of time. I think you try to take what's available. You get the best shot as quickly as you can.
Bogut with a screen on run. Here's Iguodala. No good from three-point territory. And an intentional foul right there.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a three-point lead.
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, but they pulled away at the end.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gerald, this game featured plenty of fouls, lots of tension. That can sometimes bring out a lot of emotions and test a team and a player's resolve. How do you think this team handled the intensity?
This was a great game for us. It's like a playoff atmosphere. You know, when things are going not so much your way, you know, it's a lot of fouling. The refs are in it, involved a lot. You know, it's a mental game, and I think we did pretty good on coming out on top of it.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Avery Bradley.